Hey guys, Michael here from No Empty Seats. I hope you guys are doing well. Today's Thursday, October 2nd. My birthday's in 3 days. Just went for a run for the first time in a couple weeks. Went for a workout and I'm feeling alright. And I'm excited to be here today. Was honestly really anxious about, or just stressed or overthinking what I was going to talk about. I don't really know how to feel. Yeah, maybe I need like notes or something to write this down, but I don't know. And then I always overstress the first minute, making sure that it has to be perfect. But it's honestly kind of nice to stutter over the first minute and then be like, oh shoot, it's whatever. I can blabber on about anything. I barely give views on this and anything, so this is just for me. It's almost like a public journal. But yeah, I wanted to talk today about making space and carving out time for yourself and for other people, and the extra effects and impact that stress on you can have on other people, and how, I don't know, I mean, when you're really, really stressed, you aren't really your best self, and that naturally makes you not as good as a friend that you want to be, not as good as a sibling as you want to be. And I realized this year. I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, but I was going through a really, really hard time my junior year. I was failing classes, I was failing essays, and I just wasn't doing so well at all. I just got behind on my things. The gloomy weather in January and February was really kicking my ass, and I was just realizing how much of a toll this took on me. Where no matter like how I was feeling, as long as I was just still distressed, I didn't have the time or capacity to check in on my friends. I didn't have the time or capacity to call my parents, to take care of myself, to exercise, because I always just had these tests or just these behind assignments just looming over me, feeling like, it was the end of the world because my grades weren't up to par or something like that, or because I was falling short on No Empty Seat stuff, or because I was letting friends down in like clubs and like other extracurriculars. But yeah, I mean, I really stacked my schedule up high, and I think that's something that's very typical for people who want to keep their mind busy, people who want to not think too much, feel like if they stack their schedule, then that has to be a good thing, right? If they're doing a lot of things, that has to be a good thing, right? And I don't know, this might be so obvious for some people, but I just realized I had this breaking point where I can't do everything, even though it fits in my GCal, even though it fits in my calendar, and that it's possible, like physically possible to do. It actually can be a detriment to my mental health, to my emotional health, to my social health, and physical health. Like, even though I fit in this class, or even I fit in this club that I'm not really interested in, but I just know I should feel busy about something, that wasn't doing me any favors. And that kind of goes hand in hand with just being so utterly stressed, where I just would wake up and just have these these stressors that I just couldn't feel like I felt like I couldn't do by myself, but I still was holding it in me to do myself. And I would just go about my day and it just felt like there was a cloud over me for honestly 3 months straight. I was having a really hard time. I felt like I had to bottle everything in. And I still feel that way. I had 2 exams this week and they always loom over my head and I just feel like I can't enjoy anything. And because of that, I just felt too sick to my stomach to want to check in on my friends. I wasn't happy enough to be like, I need to know how my people are doing. I didn't have the energy. And I don't know if that makes sense. But just feels like it was just a consistently bad mood that I was going through for months. Because I decided to stack my credits, stack my extracurriculars. And I felt too sour in my head to want to call my parents, to want to call my brother. I didn't have the energy. It was just exhausting. And that's kind of when I realized, I have to really compartmentalize things. I have to put things off to the side. I have to leave a little air for me to breathe, even if it feels like something's not regimented in my day. I have to let my Tuesday nights be my Tuesday nights and not think about anything. And I don't know why this took such a long time for me to figure out. But it did. And I think what I'm trying to say is make time for yourself. And if you don't feel like it does anything for you, just know it does so much for the people you love and your relationships. And things will fall apart so quickly. Now, luckily, I have such a strong circle, and I just have people that love me so much, and I love them so much that I don't think there were any relationships in detriment. But I just miss that feeling of having the energy to want to care about other people and to want to be so excited to run into that random person at the dining hall or run into that person on the street, that mutual friend and I want to have the energy to say hi to them and really stop for a long conversation and walk with them to their class instead of just a wave or even just ignoring them. And I guess that starts with you, right? Like maybe that's not the idea of making an effort to make friends and reach out. It's making an effort to take care of yourself because you fit in a system and a circle full of people that love you so much. Like maybe this is the whole idea of that you have an impact that on other people that you can never comprehend. Like you do matter to people. You can make such a difference, but you need to take care of yourself first so you can feel the energy to want to water other people's gardens. And maybe just going back to last year and thinking about everything that kind of felt like it was crumbling on me, just a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. I felt really lonely. Seasonal affective disorder was kicking me. Just there was accumulation of a lot of things, right? And maybe this kind of video entry is just another reminder that when you're in the dumps so bad and when you're going through it so badly, the cloud over your head really barricades any of the love or motivation that keeps you going. Like, I don't know if I didn't care about anything is the right way to phrase it. And it's definitely not selfishness. But man, it's a disease like no other, where it just feels like everything else is hopeless. Nothing's working, and I guess you just can't see how much love people have for you. And I think that's just another reminder that since I've been out of it, even though I still feel dabbles of it, 100% I feel dabbles of it all the time. It just reminds me how much compassion I have to have for other people. That might be, missing some texts or just going dark for a little bit. Just things can be really, really hard. It's such a slippery slope to fall down on. Yeah, you just have to treat it like it's the disease that it is, that it just clouds your mind. It really messes with your brain, and just we all need to be more understanding of each other. So yeah. 3 deep breaths. Oh, look how nice that sun is. So, knowing everything I did from last semester and how it just took everything out of me, and how I just wasn't the best self I was, not for just the only superficial, like, working on yourself kind of thing. I just wasn't my best self to other people. Knowing now, I took this semester to not really worry about anything else. Some classes are still pretty hard. Some weeks kind of sucked. This week I had 2 exams and I have an exam on Monday. But I left my night times free, and I just can't feel bad about that. I carved out time to do absolutely nothing, and I can't feel bad about that. Or else the burnout will come so fast. And a rule of thumb that me and my friend were thinking about was just do one less thing off your plate that you know you can handle. And you will thank yourself endlessly for that. And it does sound so obvious. You know what I mean? Obviously take the lesser plate to focus on your mental health. But I guess through the lens of being the best self I can be to other people, I don't know why that changes so much. I don't know why that changes things so much. Because if you can't do it for yourself, at least do it for the people you love. But yeah, I've been trying to make space. I've been trying to make space to breathe. But I've been still a little restless, and I'm still working on it, and I'm still stressed. But yeah, less credits this senior fall semester. And just leaving things open and not feeling bad about it. Just leaving my time for me to wander and socialize and reach out to friends. And it's been going well. Just the second anything is hanging over my head, that can just ruin a whole mood. It can ruin so much. And as much as I try to compartmentalize things, I just knew there was a point where I had to cut things off and be like, I can't take this class. I have to say no to this. I mean, I had a 9 to 5 over the summer, and that helped a lot too. Helped me realize this, where I just had to go in 9 a.m., get out 5 p.m., not have any homework or anything that I need to worry about. Just, it's so important to just have on time and off time. Like, everyone needs it. So yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope my 5 listeners are doing well. I'm not really where I feel better after doing this. It's been a really, really hard month. Got the buzzcut video out last week. Check it out. Why do men get buzz cuts? Unpacking the absurd things that men do to avoid talking about their feelings. And then 2 weeks ago, got the first podcast out, just how important it is to talk about mental health. I'm back out there, and I feel good. Like, we got a system going a little bit. And I hope the Philly this can motivate one person to get out there too. You know, I think making this podcast and making space for me to breathe a little bit also helps me practice what I preach too. It makes me more motivated to want to do mental health work again, because right now I'm going to call my buddy from home. Shout out Sam. I'm going to call him walking back to the apartment, because I barely have any peace that's hanging over me. I barely have any obligations. Just I'm going to give myself that space to breathe, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Some beautiful fall air. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great weekend. Hope you guys are doing well. For any of those that are struggling or feel a lot of anxiety going into this weekend or this week, just take it day by day. Just be good to yourself. And yeah, things are going to be okay. Peace out. Have a good night.